Seriously, there can't be a more family-friendly vacation city than Barcelona. Plenty of meticulous tourist attractions and very clever and pretty urban planning. Really, it's no wonder it's one of the most visited cities in the world. What I really loved the most for the kids, in between the restaurants and museums, every few blocks there are playgrounds. And sometimes they are so whimsical, they are artistic statements in themselves. What I personally enjoyed the most is the ability to glide through the city with my kids loaded in the cargo e-bike rental and safely through their 200-kilometer protected bike lane network. What's more, this city makes a great background for our mandatory family portraits. So join us in our highlight reels and some cool tips along the way on our 3-week stay in Barcelona.
Today, narrate airport.
We take a flight from Houston, and what I was most worried about was how my kids would react on their first transatlantic 9-hour flight.
Hello guys, today I'm in the airplane as you can see. So Houston over here.
My son found the airplane map very entertaining. Then I had to figure out how to connect to the internet with my phone, and the bus from the airplane was a bit tricky to figure out. It was so crowded, I felt rushed, but we finally got it. Does this look like the face of a nervous person to you? I tried to hide my fears from my husband. I was scared that our Airbnb didn't work out. I was having such a hard time getting into contact with our host, and I didn't want to be stranded with our luggage in the middle of a foreign city with our small children. Well, luckily, we were only stranded for about 20 minutes, and I didn't film that part. The first tourist attraction we visit is a 700-year-old church, Cathedral of Barcelona. I enjoyed the unique architecture. They don't make buildings like this anymore. And my daughter couldn't handle the jet lag, so she was fast asleep. But we still carried on and even went to the roof to see the city views. Now this is Spain's most popular park, Park Güell, where you can get a feel for the local history in an artistic way. It was built in the 1900s with a popular architect and an artist at the time, Gaudi and Güell. It was designed to have a lot of symbolism about the local culture, politics, and the Catholic religion. And it all weaved in nicely together with nature to become a pretty and popular park that is UNESCO designated. So with that branding, you better believe it's going to be super crowded. So you have to book months in advance. It is 18 euros a person and kids come free. And I felt like this is a great way to start a trip because it gives you a view of the whole city. It's a big park to walk around, but people seem to crowd up the center where there is more artsy architecture and it's Instagrammable. Me, I'm more into exploring the nature part. I like to see plants I have never seen before. I found this snail fascinating. I've never seen any snail like that before, and we saved him from getting stepped on from the mob, at least for a few hours. After the park, we went to a nearby traditional Spanish restaurant. Not so close to Park Güell that it would be a tourist trap, but far enough so we can be around local, authentic culture. Park Güell in itself is not in the city center, so this was a good opportunity to eat like real Spanish people, ordering traditional Spanish food. But not spicy for me. This is calamari. And calamari is interesting. You can put like a lemon on it. Right, where's the ketchup?
You think today we're good.
Gracias, gracias. See, they just give it to us like that from the kitchen. See, their famous bread with the tomato rubbed on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
got another meal. What's this?
This is a spinach and cheese croqueta.
Okay.
So when you open it,
Ooh, yummy.
yeah. Look.
Yeah.
This interesting flavors with the tomato and the olives and the
Olives?
fish.
This is, I'm on with this thing. I know what this is.
The next major tourist attraction, Casa Batlló, is packed beyond belief. If buildings like this are so popular, why don't more people make them like that? I'm very proud of my son because he's so interested in the history that he took this audio guide with him. Me, I'm just here for the visual candy. I tried to take the time to look at the small details that must have taken months to work on, like these handrails, chandeliers, the curves of the walls. Every inch is so unique and custom. Kian promises to eat salads if we put it in this bowl we'll buy for him here. Odette promises to eat carrots from this plate. We were so hungry. I wish I went to a famous restaurant, but we went to a good restaurant. It was a bit of a tourist trap. My daughter never liked mushrooms, but this place got her into it, so that's a positive. It's kind of crazy to go to a restaurant for every meal, so since we overpaid for the meal earlier, we go to the grocery store. Thinking that the milk is pasteurized. And I get basic local ingredients like fish, olive oil, garlic, spices, and aluminum foil. The favorite part of my Barcelona trip hasn't started yet, but I know it's going to be my favorite because we're going to ride our bikes and the kids are in a cargo, so they're not going to complain about being tired because they're just sitting down. There are no iPads or video games because here you have to see what's going on. Omar's setting up a GoPro. The kids are... how do you guys feel?
That's the luckiest day.
The cargo is kind of hard to manage. There are a lot of beautiful sights. And yeah, let's go for it. Then we rewarded ourselves to a Michelin-approved restaurant, Fitzmuller. It was my first time ever eating such high-class food. Yeah, I think we were really exhausted and it was hard to remember what this expensive meal tasted like, and the total was 102 euros. Every vlog I've seen about Barcelona always talks about this Basilica Sagrada Familia. They always say, oh wow, cool, look, it's still being under construction, 100 years. And I thought it was kind of like a running joke, but it looks like there is actually some construction being done. I don't know, they like to do it 1 rock at a time, 10 rocks a day, or 10 bricks a day, or I don't know what they use, but something's going on.
This is currently the biggest church. And the flowers, is that amazing?
I'm in the Gaudi gift shop and a tourist randomly comes up to me and asks me if I got this shirt from this gift shop. When I made this shirt, it only took me 5 minutes to design. I didn't have like any idea that I'm like copying this, or like it's funny how the lines are exactly the same thickness. I swear I had no idea about this man's artwork, and now I'm in Spain. Maybe, I don't know, maybe our minds connect in a weird way. It's really interesting for me to see someone else's workspace, even from a long time ago. What was it like? Were they messy as well? How do they organize their tools? So guys, look, this is a 3D printer right over there. So I guess they're making, I don't know. The city is interesting because rather than how it is in America or Canada with big 8-lane roads, they separate the roads here in Spain with parks and playgrounds in the middle of it. Next, we head to the famous neighborhood El Born, where there is an art museum, beautiful architecture, and cute boutiques. Yes, I actually found a professional through Airbnb Experience to film us in this neighborhood. It is so picturesque. I really insisted that she film us while we were riding our bikes because I just felt like it's more authentic. And this famous nougat shop gave me one of the biggest shocks in my trip. La Campana, open since 1890, and you will see it being promoted by all Barcelona vlogs. I didn't know what nougat was, but when I took a bite, I was like, wow, this isn't nougat, this is gauze, okay? This is the stuff my Iranian parents got for me from the shabby Middle Eastern market down the street, and now it's all wrapped up in a cute boutique called Nougat. Anyway, we went to the farmer's market to look for authentic local food at Mercat del Niño. This is one of the top-rated farmers market here that the Barcelonans go to, but I was met with quite a disappointment.
Like, it's 5 in the afternoon and like most places are closed. Like when are these places open? Like if you go on Google, it says they're open. I mean, does that mean partially open? Like shouldn't they be consistent? When you go to a mall, all the stores have to be open at once. Will today finally be the day where everything is open at Mercat del Niño? Omar actually asked someone what's up with this, and they said that things are usually open in the morning. So we're gonna go and see if anything is open.
Finally, everything is open. Well, almost. There are a few merchants who are closed, but what a relief. I can finally see a popular market in all its glory. Just a tip, because you can really get overwhelmed with all the ingredients and you have no idea about it. It's not written in English, so just take a quick picture and run it through the AI of your choice and ask what is it and how you can cook with it. I really liked how the merchants here write what year they were established in. If you want to know the markers of a successful society, stability, pride, legacy, quality service, and products are up there, and that's what you will see here at this market, and you will see why Spain is such a successful society.
I got broccoli here and these spices so we can cook our fish with it. So this is only a pound. We're going to use this for many other meats. I guess I would try like lamb and beef also. Fish that I just got was 11 euros. That's enough to feed my family. So it's a really good deal. This is how they got to the New World with this salted fish.
Wow, you won't see this listed in a tourist guide. This store Desigual has a slide in it, and it's one of the very few stores here where I like the clothes.
I know why the toy over here. They're just trying to decorate with these toys. Kind of furry.
We are now shopping at the famous Ramblas neighborhood, but please be careful here with your wallets. There are a lot of thieves lurking here.
Okay, we're back, and I have this beautiful bowl of olive oil, lemon, garlic, salt, pepper, and I have my sprigs of rosemary and lemon, all from the market. Just gonna pour it around here. Let's take it out. This, take a good look. Oh, wow. You don't have to use anything fancy, just aluminum foil and things you find at the market. Okay, let's try a bite of this. This is very, very good. Not like wow, but
Now we go out of the city center to Poble Español. This is interesting. It's described as an open-air architectural museum. These are all replicas of historic buildings from all across Spain, and there are 117 of these structures. This is a great one-stop shop of all historic architecture in Spain. But my husband, however, felt a little deceived. I didn't explain this to him correctly. He thought he was actually going to a real medieval village and not a knockoff. I didn't think it was a big deal. I came here for photo ops, and it really is a good opportunity for photos. And you won't get at the actual places, because here's a travel tip. It's safe here to leave a camera on a tripod because thieves do not come to places with paid admission. The next day, you guessed it, we went for a bike ride, this time by the beach. My only regret was not parking the bike so we could enjoy the sand, but we found a nearby playground and continued to see the other parts of the city we haven't seen before.
We live in a place with palm trees and ocean, but it's not quite the same here. I don't know why. I mean, it's colder. I don't know how it's colder than Houston. Houston doesn't have palm trees. San Antonio, I don't see many palm trees there, but here they seem to be everywhere and it's much colder.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Any experts out there, let me know in the comments. Look at me, say cheese. The streets are quite alive.
The next day, we went to another tourist must, Hoffman. I didn't think pastries are a specialty of Barcelona, so I was hesitant, but the kids saw the display and insisted. They are very unique looking, and they also have interesting flavors. And of course, the next logical step after dessert is to go for brunch. This I loved. I haven't had hollandaise sauce since Montreal, so I couldn't wait to try this.
But the fries are excellent. Everything has been excellent so far.
This hollandaise sauce is amazing. I love this green onions. It has the kick that I like with this salmon.
Then we went to a very fun playground for the kids. I always look up the best playgrounds a city has to offer, and I have to say Barcelona is amongst the best. The biggest marker of how great a society is how they treat children. It's really important to make the most of our Airbnb, and we noticed our neighbors enjoying their terraces. So when in Rome, we made a picturesque morning with our market food. I had to clean up some of the construction the neighbors had left in our yard though. Next tourist attraction we visit is Casa Mila. This is a private residence designed by Gaudi in the 1900s. As you may have noticed as well, Gaudi pretty much designed all the main tourist attractions of Barcelona, so he really put it on the map. It was interesting to see his take on a house and how rich people used to live like.
Believe it or not, even to this day, I still see washrooms in this state. Like, time never changed. It's expensive to renovate a house. Next portrait of myself that I would invest money in photographers and a whole setup would be something like this. Maybe I will one-up her and have like 5 of these kinds of birds. Birds are my favorite animal. Every respectable house needs to have one of these, right? My number one find here because I just like, how it resembles the concept of a flower, the stem and all that. And I could put like something like broccoli and it would seem like so magical and the kids might even eat it.
There are attics and a lot of interesting nooks and crannies to see.
View of the city here. They put particular attention to the attic too, unlike most people's homes. That's very interesting. I like that. And I like to look at the fine detail too, the rocks.
The fun fact here is that Darth Vader is based on one of these sculptures. I love the view the rooftop offers.
Kind of dangerous with kids. There's a steep step. Cool, look, you get a view of the mountain. I'm gonna be able to enjoy this as a family, but there is a little stress like, oh, the kids running around and these walls are so short and kids can easily fall off of them. So you gotta really hold your kids' hands tight
and take pictures and enjoy them later. Then we went to a restaurant in the neighborhood called El Tros de la Rambla.
You can see the detail on this plate. The waters come here, they serve them in a bottle that they charge you for. You know it's good when the kids don't ask for ketchup. Right crispiness.
Yeah.
Rosemary.
Typically, we look.
I've never seen a kosher salt or some coarse salt.
Yeah, that's typically how it should be.
The beef is really good, but I think I'm gonna order fish next time because I think fish is more their thing. But I like the beef, it was pretty good. I'm not really into rice to begin with, but I gave it a shot and it was okay. I wouldn't order a whole plate for myself. I really like the decor, and apparently they have a garden upstairs. Maybe we'll check it out.
Order the full 9 yards, which includes desserts.
Oh, this is not hot chocolate.
It's melted chocolate.
So, yeah. Oh wow, you never react to my food like that.
Perfect. This is frying perfectly.
It's hot. Interesting, very good, very good.
Good. I'm trying to break. I got something.
This is an interesting variation of the same cream I've been having, like a creme brulee. That's good, interesting, I like it. Did you get a treasure, Kia?
It's a
Oh, it's the treasure box where you give the treasure.
Then we went to the mall until dinner time. I came here to try Barcelona food, but pizza is something the kids would really like.
You see the shaved ham here, and it's the sauce, basil. This pizza has the right unique kind of saltiness, kind of bacon. Very unique taste.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know this?
Tastes like some sort
That's
of
why
barbecue.
you're
I haven't actually tasted anything like this. It's really good.
And it came out to 37 euros. One of the last things I did was fabric shopping. Check out my Instagram if you would like to see what outfits I made with this fabric. Thanks for watching.